Call this meeting of the Shorewood Village Board of Trustees order at 7:44. All trustees are present except for trustee McKay, who is excused. Does this meeting was properly noticed?
Yes.
Thank you. First item on the agenda is consent agenda. Is there a motion to approve tonight's consent agenda?
So moved.
Second. Discussion?
Yes, we'd like to pull items 4B and C out for separate consideration.
Okay, any other? All right, all in favor of approving the consent agenda, with the exception of B and C, say aye.
Aye.
Right.
We'll move to 4B, consideration of special privilege application for a parklet and bike trail on the street at Johnson Vessel Business 4417 North Wilson Avenue.
Yeah, we discussed in committee this application. In summary, the proposed parklet bike corral are to take up the same space that was previously taken by the space of a allowable parklet on the property. There were in the packet there was some activity by staff since our packet was prepared that included. Did we all get copies?
I have extra copies if you'd like me to distribute.
Yeah, that would be good. Revisions to the design show that where the deck, if you will, of the parklet meets the curb, that there is a 6-inch gap, a 6-inch channel to allow the stormwater to flow unimpeded under that decking to the curb drain, which is on the north end of the parklet where the bike corral is. Any other comments?
The only other comments, technical comments were just making sure that the wheels got the bollards, that they fit within the slab, right? And that was it for now.
The reason we pulled this is there was some concern expressed by a neighboring, an adjoining property owner, and I believe an adjoining or nearby business owner. And we heard some of their comments in committee. We thought that it would be good for the whole board to hear those comments from those parties before we can get. Is there a recommendation? Recommendation was we didn't have a recommendation for approval or for denial, but to bring it here for the entire board to deliberate on.
And just one other comment, we did ask about the fire pit, and staff's going to look into it to make sure to let the property owner, or business owner know whether that's legal or not. And if not,
Will the fire be reviewed by the building inspector before it's installed?
Yes, it will, through the building permit application and consult with North Shore Fire.
There was some information from the Joel's Department of Public Works was concerned about the flow of stormwater, so that all been resolved to the satisfaction of the Public Works Department.
Yes, they required 6, oh, Joel's here, I apologize, you can speak.
Oh, go ahead.
I didn't see you. You said to have a 6 by 6 inch gap between the curb and the structure for water to flow along the curb, and the revised renderings showed that.
Can we participate?
So I guess I would then, so we can continue the discussion, I would move approval of the special privilege application for parklet bike trail at 4417.
second.
Okay. Now discussion. Yes.
Okay, so thank you very much. This was very comprehensive. I'm excited that the business is asking for this parklet and bike corral corral. And they had a bike corral in the past, they had outdoor seating on the premises. And I'm happy to see that they're using the existing footprint. Also, staff has reviewed and the applicant has gone through all due diligence, including meeting the neighborhood notification and other criteria. And this also one thing that I'm very excited about is it meets our visioning objectives, our Vision 2025. So thank you for continuing to advance those. So I'm excited to vote for this. Not a question, long statement.
Trustee Zobek, you said somebody from neighboring?
Yeah, I thought we were having,
We had several, I think.
Okay.
yes, sir.
You have to come to the microphone. Okay. So it gets recorded, and give me your name and address, please.
I'm Richard King. We own property from 4401 and 4423 North Oakland Avenue. The petitioner's property is right in the center of our own property. Now, we can already prove substantial losses since we got that bus stop in front of our building. Our office spaces, all our, 2/3 of our clients vacated as soon as their leases expired. Our rents had to be dropped from $2 a square foot down to $1 a square foot. We've had consistent vacancies that still haven't been filled since the bus stop was put in. This plan, I mean, I like his business, I like his design, I can see how I can find this attractive. But this limits, you got 12 business locations at that particular place, and this limits parking down to 5 to service 5 business locations. You already have parking going back 2 blocks. A lot of our clients have elderly clientele. They have, 60, 70-year-old ladies coming in to get their hair done. You expect them to have to walk 2 blocks to get their hair done? They're not going to do it. And like I said, we've already hit substantial losses on our offices. Some of them we have not been able to fill even since the bus stop went in. We always used to have a waiting list. Our rents are cut in half and we still can't fill. I'm getting calls from very concerned clients that, they don't know if they're going to survive this. Parking is at a premium. And to give away public parking for private use at this location just makes absolutely no sense at all. I mean, you're going to drive these businesses down and under. They're all hitting financial losses simply because of the bus stop and the lack of public availability of access to businesses. And people are not going to walk 2 blocks to get to these locations. So I don't think this proposal is at all proper. I think it's not conducive to business. I think our businesses, my business have already suffered some thousands and thousands of dollars worth of losses since that bus stop. And all these other businesses, I'm sure, have lost money as well. But, it's hard to gauge because people just aren't coming to their businesses because there's no public access to the business. To give away something so prized and hard to come by as public parking in this location for private usage is a deterrent to everybody who drives, everybody who wants to access these businesses. The only person that benefits is the petitioner. And it's a financial detriment and a hardship to everybody else.
Anybody else?
Yes. I'm Jeff Scarrows. I own the coin shop, the Shorewood coin shop at 4409 North Oakland, part of Rick's Properties. And I honestly don't think that this person would have petitioned for this if he was aware of how terrible the parking situation is during the day. He doesn't open until 3. He has no idea. He's just getting going when all the people are going home. There is, every day my customers complain about how far they had to come, how hard it is to find a spot. And I have older people who are bringing heavy things, coin collections and valuables. They don't want to walk a block with valuables. They don't want to have to go leave some of the stuff in their car and walk all the way down the block to bring it in and leave stuff behind. They like to be able to park right out in front. I'd love to have a couple of spots right in front of my shop set aside for my customers, but I wouldn't do that to my fellow business owners there. This is just an impossible situation. We've got people who are now staying for lunch because we have the boulangerie. They opened the chocolate factory kitty corner for us. And a year from now, if I'm not mistaken, the bank is going to close across the street and move down the block, and they're going to tear that building down. And they're going to lose the 3 spots right across the street because they'll have a big fence around it so people won't get hit with debris. We'll lose all that. We'll lose the parking lot that they have, that people sometimes sneak and park in that they shouldn't be in. And it'll be like a racetrack, trying to get through the Narrows when that thing is out on the street. And I just don't see it, it's gonna make things just impossible, and then next year when they tear that bank down, it's gonna just, I can't even imagine being able to stay in business. It's just a terrible idea, I think. He's got a bike corral and 2 planters that, I don't know how much space they take up, but they effectively take up 2 parking spaces, because nobody wants to park near them. And if you put a bigger structure out there, people are gonna park even further from it. You're gonna lose not just the footage that he's got, you're gonna lose a good half a car length on either side. People don't pull right up like they would bumper to bumper with another car. They don't pull up to a solid object like that. They get trapped in too easily. They park way back. So you're not losing 5 spaces, you're losing 4 spaces. So,
Eric, correct me if I'm wrong, are the parking spots on that part of Old Lynn painted and marked or delineated? The edges of the
I
space?
would
No.
have to refer to the public works director on that.
no, there's just 1 block of spaces.
Okay.
And one of the requirements that is met with this application is the parking stops that are offset from the edge. The parking stops are not put at the edge of the parklet or the bike corral, but are put several feet away. That's where the tire stops, so that a car can get as close to they can to alleviate the problem that was just pointed out. So they're not, they're not, the bumper tells them where the stop is.
Right, and those exist in the 3rd Ward and Tosa, the east side and the other areas that are some corrals.
Yeah, come back. It seems like you all want this, like it's a done deal. Please don't make this a done deal. This is not a good idea. I'm not the only one who's going to suffer. I'm one who will suffer the most. The other people who have an appointment, 1 or 2 people at a time, who may walk the distance down the block, but I'm going to lose all these older people who are not going to be able to get into my store. This is, and I won't be the only one to suffer. The restaurant will suffer, and the men's room haircutting place, and Goodies Gourmet, and the pet grooming place, we will all lose out. It's just not fair for one person to have all that. I'd love to have spaces in front. I'd actually ask for spaces in front, just parking spaces for me. Nothing that would obstruct other people. And they just turn me down flat. So I don't know how he gets to do this. I know you think this is a great idea, but I think there is too much, can be too much.
I don't think we mentioned in committee, we asked staff to look at potentially moving the bus stop again to alleviate some of the traffic on that side of the street. And Erica, can you talk about how the perception has changed from the administrative agency for that bus stop?
Earlier this year, Milwaukee County Transit System made it official with their policy that they prefer bus stops on the far side. In the end, it's the municipality's choice where it goes, but they heavily prefer
On the
far
far side,
far
you mean?
side of the intersection. Right now, the bus stop is located in front of Mr. Rich Kuhn's property, and bus stops are supposed to be 85 feet in clearance, and that's about 4 parking spaces. But across the way, there's an apartment building that it was there for some time. Actually, I should look into the archival information, but I think it's moved several times from each side to each side. But I know the county would appreciate if we would push it to the far side.
You may move it or maintain the current.
Move it to the far side. Right now, it's on the near side of that southbound intersection at Lake Bluff.
So the county recommendation or preference would be for us to move it anyway. So
Correct.
potentially this could alleviate issues that business members here.
Correct. And as a reminder, the bike trail has been there, this will be the 3rd year, for the driving vessel business, taking up 20-foot spot. His ask this evening is to shrink the bike trail and to then add 2/3 parklet, 1/3 bike trail, so the business would take an additional 1 on-street parking space away, so 2 in totality.
Which is in our policy.
Would you get 1 additional spot from last year?
1 additional.
How many spots for the older parcels, are they 2 or 1?
The camper is 40 seats, so that's 2. Three Lions, I think they're rated around 40, yeah, around 40 something. Their facade's a little wider, and they can go up to the facade width.
They don't have any businesses further down from them. Not too much. There's a lot fewer business over there.
So Eric, what would be, would we be able to figure out, we could put a handicap or
Is it?
disabled
On the
person.
same side of the street?
Several vacancies there, I'm sure it's the same problem.
We have,
Mr. Chair, can we ask, we do record these meetings, and I know there's some comments from the people that listen and watch the recordings about background noise interfering with
I'm very
their
sorry.
being able to hear. So
You're right.
If we could just, thank you.
the question about the possibility of putting an on-street ADA spot, we have done it before, it is feasible, yes. And that is not by ordinance, that's just a decision by the village manager. I will have to verify that to see what our past, our code doesn't say anything to that. I know that much. I just don't know if past ones have come here.
Something that we certainly.
Correct.
So if you-